German curve, man, get the chocolate milk.
I'm E-famous.
What?
I'm eating.
Okay, well...
Who else is in here?
Who cares?
Ooh.
Steph, you got to do your
Alright.
introduction and make
No,
it
I
sound.
know.
fit.
I'm trying. I really am
Alright.
fucking trying right now. But I'm getting... you're right, Kevin. I'm getting angry. I'm trying to fucking get Bryon in this conversation, but...
I'm here.
Okay, you're here. Thank you for talking.
Brian
Oh
is just
my
laughing.
You're listening to
All right, thank you. I'm gonna rage quit
I,
my own show.
The rage was entertaining.
Thank you, Bryon. And Bryon, it's been a long time since you've actually been on one of our shows. You were on like last year, right before I didn't do them anymore. And I'm upset because I'm about to introduce everybody, and I didn't know you were gonna come on, so I wasn't able to get your lovely face in here with everybody else's.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna have
I
to.
think everyone knows who he is.
I know. Well, maybe not. But see, not everybody knows who you guys are. If you guys look up on the screen, though, everybody's...
Well, yeah, but I don't
What's up?
run a big tournament event.
So I will officially say welcome to Rebel Live. I am IRGRL, your hostess with the mostest. Tonight with us, we have Kevin Daddy Havoc Hogan, Raymond Hexticity Glenn, and Bill Nasty Natural Delaney. And joining us a bit late, I Prophet, Bryon from UMG Gaming. See everybody up on screen? Woo woo! Sexy group of people.
I look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Mr. Frozenade, joining us in chat tonight. I was chatting with him on. Yeah. But I have to give a shout out to my regular host who is not here with me tonight because I'm not sure why he didn't tell me. I'm a little upset. Usually he joins me on Monday nights. Let me see. There he is. He's coming up on your screen. Mr. Papa Dom Mahoney. He's from Boston. Up there, he doesn't know I'm going to do this, but up there on the screen is a link. If you go to YouTube and type in The Dom Show, he is actually a rapper, him and his brother, and they're actually really good. So it shocked the shit out of us. Yeah, it shocked us all just a little bit when we found out. So
Unless he's good as Eminem, I'm not interested.
But he's my man. I love him. He does good things for Rebel Gaming. But I'm gonna put us back on our faces for a while. So
yes, dude, everybody can stare at my face. That's what it's all about. That's why the 10 viewers are here.
That's the only reason.
That's the only reason. You should just close it on my face. Nobody else's.
So, tonight, I guess the topic of choice is Xmoda actually is one of my regulars from our last show. He's on Twitter. He says Twitch is being gay and it won't let him sign in. Well, he didn't say gay. He said stupid. I said gay. So if you're gay, don't come at me. It doesn't mean anything. So the DLC. Let's talk.
The new DLC coming out for COD?
Yes. Everybody happy, excited? Don't give a shit at this point in time?
I'm actually excited to see the new pistol, that Mauser. That's actually pretty cool because it's been the same pistol since Black Ops 1 Zombies, which is that M1911. So it should be a good new twist. People get the new Zombies and see that it's not the same pistol.
Agreed. I
don't do zombies, so I don't care. I'm being honest.
Are we talking straight zombies, or are we talking map pack too? Or?
Yeah, both.
Both?
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed in the map selection. They remade a World of War map. I personally found World of War a lot of fun. I found their maps god-awful. So I don't know why they remade World of War map, but I was hoping for maybe a COD 4 remake before the game was over. Obviously, that would never happen because it's, Treyarch compared to Infinity Ward, but oh well, what are you going to do?
It's true.
Well, I mean, the map that they're bringing back isn't actually that bad.
What map is it that they're bringing back?
It's Cliffside.
Really?
like
That map's
that
actually
one.
not that bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't
It's
like it.
good. But I do agree with Billy that they should have brought back like a Call of Duty 4 map. That would have been sick.
We can
Like
hope again.
Strike. Oh my God, Strike is so
Crash.
clutch.
I don't know, all those good ones.
What's the newest one?
Overgrown, dude. Nothing's better than playing Border Patrol and Overgrown and COD 4. Nothing.
Man, that's
You gotta realize though that I don't think they can do those maps since they were Infinity Ward maps.
I mean, they were split though. Like they split off the same studio, so I don't know if they can or can't at the same time.
Quite frankly, I would have won good maps put into this shit game. So
I like the idea that they're going for small arena style maps, and that's pretty much what I saw from the map selection.
yeah, because then
Yeah.
everybody likes the big open map. I mean, they got to be careful with small ones because they tried that with Cove, and Cove is a complete failure.
Yeah, I agree on that one. I don't like it.
I mean, the past two map packs, Zombies has been the only reason why I haven't uninstalled them.
Zombies are awesome.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, the maps that they brought back from from Black Ops 1, Uplink, and what was the other one? You know, all those maps that they brought back. I like those.
I like
the rest,
Uplink, though.
that's
That was
one
one
or
of my
two- that's
favorites.
1 or 2 maps out of 4 maps.
Uplink's one of my favorite maps now. It was one.
I don't have the new map pack, so I
What?
You missing out, man. It's probably the best DLC they put out so far.
I don't have it. I play the game some, but I really don't have time to really play the game.
Do you guys think they've progressed with the DLCs ever since they've been putting them out? Have they gotten better? Have they gotten worse? What do you guys think?
Well, I think for zombies, they've definitely gotten better.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like how they implemented how
The
key
features.
it is to have 4 players playing at once. Like when the first DLC came out, and they introduced no. When was it the last one or two DLCs ago when they introduced the prison? That one was amazing.
Alcatraz, yeah, that was
like
the
awesome.
last one.
just the
That
way-
Even
No, that was 2 ago. Yeah.
That's
To me,
good.
that's the best zombie map they've made so far.
even the first DLC they put out with the building, the collapsing building, that was pretty awesome. Like the fact you literally roamed around the building that was falling apart, like you jump across skyscrapers. That was pretty cool.
I mean, because if you look at Black Ops, the first one, and you look at all the zombie maps that they had there, you were in a confined space, so you couldn't really explore the map. You could,
Yeah,
you didn't. There was only certain strategies that would get you, to higher levels, and I think that now that they've opened up the map and they've allowed you to, start working as a team and getting materials, stuff like this, like I mentioned like I want to touch base with the prison, is like you can get all those materials and then fly over the Golden Gate Bridge and you can go there and do all this stuff. I just think it's awesome that they've developed from a confined space to allowing you to roam, which gives zombie lovers a new taste of the Treyarch zombie maps.
Yeah.
This new one looks really cool too. Origins.
Yeah.
Like 1,000-foot robot or something like that. That should be ridiculous. And now they're introducing zombies tank or something like that. I think it should be pretty interesting.
yeah. Definitely interesting for sure.
Yeah. The thing that sold me for Alcatraz was, being there myself. And then actually being able to go there again in the game. And be able to walk through the prison and be like, I remember this. I've seen all of it.
Yeah,
It was a cool thing to relive.
yeah, definitely. Being able to relate like a life experience to a video game coming to life.
Exactly.
That's pretty awesome. What I thought was really cool about Alcatraz. Sorry, Steph.
No, go ahead.
What I thought was really cool though is how they had a whole backstory behind it and how someone actually dies if you. Well, sorry, spoiler alert. If anybody hasn't beaten Alcatraz yet, I suggest you turn off the stream or stop watching the video for a second. 3, 2, 1. All right, you're still here. You're out of luck. Basically, they have a whole backstory and a character dies at the end. Like it has its own story and everybody lives except for the one guy, which is kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
Frozenade in channel says, I think that events should be using them now, the new maps. I personally think that they're at the level that they're starting to get better. And also
No.
everybody say hi to VVV Papa Bear. He's in our chat tonight.
Hey,
What
Papa.
up?
How can you tell me the level of maps is getting better when the best maps that they brought out in the past 2 DLCs are ones that they just redid from the first game? That's not getting better at level creation. It's only getting worse and falling back on what you already know the fans like.
It's true.
You
Point.
have to understand that they don't put out maps for competitive play. They put out maps for, public matches.
Yeah, but they're not even fun in public matches.
I find them kind of enjoyable to a certain extent.
Uplink's great.
Well, yeah,
Uplink's
but they
awesome.
brought that back.
I know.
I like Cove. I know you dislike Cove. I like Cove just because I like tomahawking people across map and 360 ballistic like quick scoping and stuff like that because I find it amusing. But they put out a few maps here and there that are probably could possibly be decent for competitive play. I know a few of the Call of Duty pros have tried playing 8s on it. I don't know how successful they were. But that kind of died down completely.
Yeah, because it's not just if the map's viable, it's if the event, organizers can actually get the maps to be played.
I don't see why that wouldn't be a problem, considering the fact that, Treyarch supports competitive play so much. I'm sure they would have no problem putting out, like 50 to 100 DLCs just for event play.
All right. Frozenade also says, we don't give them a chance. I believe if we did, they would work, just like we didn't like score streaks. I also think when Ghosts come out, we'll be using them more. Activision said they would supply the codes for events.
I mean, that's good. That's
maps.
Ghost. Ghost is being developed by a whole
Infinity
other.
Ward.
Exactly. They're not.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think Treyarch really. Because if you look at it, if Treyarch really supported competitive game, they would bring out DLCs with the maps that competitive players would like. Because if you think about it, there are 4 DLCs that come out for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. At least one of them can include, or all 4 of them can include one competitive map out of the 5 total maps that come out.
They're actually, this game, when, just to give you a heads up so everybody kind of knows how they're made, when Black Ops came out, literally 3 months after it came out, they already knew that they were making Black Ops 2. And they started literally working on it as they were still trying to fix shit in Black Ops. I know this for a fact, only because Vonderhaar told me. So they knew that was going on then. So these map packs were made prior. So you're right, Ray, though. They should make them because they know what they're making so far in advance that if they knew that Black Ops 2 was going to be so esports friendly, then they should have made DLC packs to go with that.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I don't mean Treyarch doesn't support Call of Duty Black Ops being competitive at all. I mean, what they did with League system, like tampering with it and all that stuff, like when we needed it to be tampered with, and then including the discussion of whether score streaks should be allowed in competitive play, etc. Like, I think that's awesome. But I'm talking about like a competitive stand for maps. Like if
All right.
you want to get into competitive and you want there to be more maps, then I think Treyarch should have thought to themselves, well, hey, if this is going to be more esports implemented, then we need to bring back maps that people want to see.
All right, Andy in channel says it's such a small percentage of community for them to actually start catering for the competitive
We're not
side.
asking them to cater, though. That's the thing. One map out of 4 maps they release isn't asking for much. Asking for all 4,
plus
that's a lot.
Also, Andy,
But if
you have to
you-
understand,
just
that's
one?
that's how they promoted Black Ops 2, though, was as an esport game. I mean, big time they promoted it as that. So, in a sense, they are catering to the esports community. Whatever percentage that may be. I think they are, because that's all you heard. All of the.
And to say
Go ahead, Brian.
to say that any of these maps that are coming out haven't been targeted for us I would completely disagree because this last map pack they put out, Uplink, the map pack before that they put out the remake of Firing Range. Those were two of the most competitive maps that you had in Black Ops 1. We are in a position where we can demand a lot. They've given us more than we need. To demand more at this point is pretty selfish. And being from an organizing standpoint on all this, they want us to adapt and change and use the different style maps. We need to get out of the mindset that the only way a map can be competitive is if it's a small arena-style asymmetrical map. Yes, there's what we're acquainted with, but it's not what makes it 100% competitive. These other maps can be competitive. The ones I saw on the reveal, they can absolutely be competitive. It's a matter of if we give them a try. We have to give them a try, and we just don't do that.
Now, do they offer to give you guys like the codes for the events to have those maps in case you guys wanted to?
We had been in talks with them. If we really had done it, they weren't too happy with the fact that we changed the rules. And Dave Von Haar made that very, very clear. But we did what the community what we thought was right for the community, and it ended up being something that everybody liked, and now everybody wants to use the settings that we had implemented.
Right.
Because of that, we initially were going to do our free-for-alls on the Firing Range remake. I can't remember. I think that was one.
Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we kind of had that pulled on us since we decided to change the
rules.
The rules.
Well, who knows? Maybe for your next event, that could change.
It could.
Do it.
It could. It's all depending.
I like Uplink. I like Uplink in Studio. I wish they were implemented into competitive play.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you that Treyarch has given us more than we can really ask for, and they did give us Studio and Uplink. But it's like, if they give us opportunities like that, then why aren't we putting them into the map rotation? Like, is there a problem with spawns? Is there a problem with
Frozen8 said 90% of the time people say we can't use new maps is because they don't want to spend the money on something. That's at least what I see.
Yeah, that's the issue, but also the fact that, like what Brian was just saying, if they can't get the maps at the event, it's kind of pointless.
And Andy said they implemented league play. Yeah, league play. Honestly, my opinion, they could have taken league play.
That's one of the topics we're going to be moving on to actually next. So it's a
people still play that.
Exactly.
Good intro onto that one.
I grind and get masters and I stop for the rest of the season.
So let's talk some league play. Moving on.
Haven't played since they dropped the dedicated servers.
I haven't even tried league play after season 2. I get on for shits and gigs. Is what I call it.
It's not even the lag issue that I have with league play. The biggest issue with league play is all the kids that want to use their Cain and Evil and host boot people just so they can get that Masters rank 1. That's the issue.
I'm YouTube famous actually for that. Back when they had the COD Championships League Play tournament. I got DDoSed against Storm Ventures or something like that. They were like ranked 7th at the time. They got disqualified from the tournament qualifying.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's why when people are like, "Oh, I'm pissed that they're not putting a league play type system in Ghost," I'm like, it's because of all the people that host boot. It's not fun to play if you're going into a game just to have fun, and then you get kicked, all because someone wants to have that better rank. Especially, I mean, I don't get the point because the rank means
I
nothing.
watch it all the time.
You
I
don't
watch,
get anything from it.
No, I watch Jags every morning, and he's ranked number 2 right now, and he gets DDoS so much. It's insane. What's the point at that point? You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Well, when you're 14 years old and you have nothing to
he's
live
not
for at the moment.
14.
No, I'm talking about the other
Oh.
guys. It's like he's playing against.
Oh, yeah, no, he actually, I mean, because he records them, and he actually has caught them doing it. And I'm like, what is the point at this point? Like, why? I don't understand. Do you need to, like... I honestly don't get it. I just...
Makes them feel
I don't know either. I never understood why they did that in game battles as well, because that was a big problem in game battles for years and years, and it still is.
That's why. So they gotta
People
feel
do
bad.
anything to get their name known, whatever
That's
that
true.
might be.
That's
That's
very
the thing.
true.
The number of people that have tried that, and then they get known, and then people find out the real reason why they got where they were, and then they just disappear.
Here's another thing about League system that really bummed me out. Okay, so Treyarch says, all right, we're implementing this League play system, and you're going to be able to find opponents based on your skill level, and you're going to battle for a top position in the League ladders. So they made League system so hyped up. I was like, yes, I'm going to place masters. I'm going to play with people at my skill level, and it's going to be one and done. But when you play League, that's not it at all. That is not it at all.
It's not. Absolutely, absolutely
And Masters
not.
playing a team of bronze. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Like look at
All about that iron.
what I tell people. My ideal League play for Call of Duty is League of Legends. How they developed Season 2 and their ranking system, and how you can build up all the way from the lowest to the challenging division, which is you get to, I believe, you get to go to like regionals and stuff like that. You get invited to tournaments.
Oh, you're talking about Season 3. Okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, Season 3. And
So
I
you're
think
talking
if
about the Elo system.
yeah, I think if Treyarch went with what they said at the beginning, which is they were supposed to announce and come out with a pro division.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they came out with that pro division, it would have been way better.
I think it would have been way worse.
Really?
It would have been.
Why?
You would have seen more host
We would have
bidders.
seen more of the same thing. I don't know if you guys ever played Halo 2, Halo 3.
Oh, of course.
Anything where you have a non-progressive skill ranking system, you're going to have that problem, and it's going to be bad, and there's going to be nothing done about it. It's
I mean,
gonna happen.
Bungie eventually started to do something about it in Halo 3, but I mean it's still difficult to track it down. I mean, the only way you could get an actual ranking system in Call of Duty is if that can enable site got shut down and the program got taken away. That's the only way.
It's not even that. You can obtain an IP address through several different methods.
Well, yeah, but that's the big one that a lot of people use.
And that's just a sniffer. And that's just a sniffer. It's not the actual program that's doing the work.
Well,
Not to mention the number of times the host gets booted and then I get a 5-minute ban penalty for leaving the game.
there you go.
I play League play enough to get Masters, and then I'm done with it. That's all I do.
Right there with you.
Because that's
I play League play. I play League play just to get swarms now, just to embarrass kids.
no, I
Double swarms all day.
that's what happened. I think I posted that I was pretty pissed off this morning because I said I wasn't going to play League anymore, and then I started playing it again, and I started playing an S&D match, and my entire team quit, and I was the last one there, and it's just, I think they should give like a 24-hour ban, not a 5-minute penalty. 24 hours if you fucking leave.
Think of it that way. 24 hours. Like maybe some people just play COD just for League. That's like 24 hours where
Exactly.
someone's not going to be on their game. So
If
if
you
you have
play-
all those people quitting out, you're losing a bunch of like people off the game.
Well, not even
Opposite.
that, but the number of people that get booted. When you get booted, you get a penalty. That's the last thing you want is to get
Yeah, exactly.
4 hours for getting kicked from a lobby.
Oh. They should just do away with it then.
There's
Yeah, I
nothing
feel
they
I
can't
feel
Because
bad
it's
for
not
those
gonna work.
people that
is
Yeah,
try
they
to
try
report the
really
person
hard.
to the right proof and hope that they
Right.
ban them.
Yeah.
It's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? We should just solve this just by landing Mario Party, and I feel as though that would just solve everything.
There you go.
Don't have to worry about hosting there, dude. I'm the best Luigi in the game.
It's me, Luigi.
Yeah, no, me and
It's me, El Mario.
myself and Ray played League the other day, and I ended up in a match with I don't know, Brian probably knows him, with Sam Zers, who is the what's his gamer tag? I knew I recognized it.
Same source.
Yeah.
Oh,
Samsung's gamer tag is
Yeah.
Samsung's. You're
Yeah.
correct. There you go.
And no, I was like, I know I thought it was from watching Jag's stream, and it was because they often pair up in the morning. But I don't really pay attention. I used to drop in Sam's stream all the time, and then got freaking walked all over. And then I get a text later on that day saying, "Did you have a good time playing against myself?" And what was the other one, Ray? Who was the other one we were playing against?
Aches from Complexity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was just
Do it.
fucking shit. My one kill.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't even that we got paired up with them. It was just we got paired up with Iron people. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
The grind
It's
is
just luck
real.
of the. It's just luck of the draw.
Just all, dude, it's a game new. You're supposed to win. They just took it away from you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
how I like to
that's
see it.
Wait, who's... Hey, Zodiac's here. Say hi, Zodiac. Say hi. Everybody say hi to Zodiac. From VVV
Let's
Gaming.
get. Can we get Zodi in here?
He has to add me. Or he can, I guess, I don't know if you guys can add people in. He's in there and he wants to come on, add him in.
I don't have his Skype. I'm not gonna lie.
Stop mic breathing,
neither do I.
please. Somebody's breathing into their mic a lot, so stop. They're complaining in channel.
God.
God damn it, Kev.
that would be Jeff in the channel.
That would be Kevin.
Man.
Look, everybody's blaming each other.
God damn it, Kevin, you mouth breather.
How dare you breathe?
You remind me of Dory.
I don't know. Billy, Zodiac says he'll come on, but if whoever has him on their Skype, add him in.
He's gonna have to add you because I don't have his Skype.
Oh, well, it's not that. It's that.
Yeah, coming from the competitive side, though, I mean, this game has really been more than anybody could have asked for. Like,
Oh yeah, I agree.
it's given us so many opportunities.
I definitely agree.
Definitely, it's definitely progressed much more than I don't think anybody could have imagined over the past year.
All right. So, moving on as well, we have, oh, here we go. Approve and add. He should.
Actually, let's wait. We'll get Zodi in here when we talk a little later on in the show.
Yeah, 'cause I'm probably gonna bounce out here
All right,
before
Brian.
too much longer.
All right.
I just figured I'd drop by and
Say hi. I was surprised.
say hi and
I know. I was gonna tweet at you, and I'm like, she's probably busy.
Hey, Brian, before you go, just a quick question.
Mhm.
When's UMG coming to New York?
Yeah.
it's not out of the realm of possibility. I promise you that.
I'm
it's
just
something
saying. man.
we had mentioned something about it before, and I know there were a lot of upset people about it. Upset people that we didn't go, and we'd really looked into it. It's not that easy to find a venue for a reasonable price
Yeah, I
in
understand.
New York.
Yeah, believe me, I understand completely.
There's a reason why other large-scale tournaments don't have events in New York City.
Yeah, or the tri-state area in general.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. But
But it's not
just
off our radar, and if we can work something, at least to get something close to it, we're definitely going to try and do it.
yeah, I'm still waiting for UMG to make that East Coast up the Northeast area appearance.
I know Atlanta was the closest one to me, and I was supposed to go, but my team backed out.
Yeah.
Should have gone anyway. It was a good time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there were bottles. There were bottles and girls. That's
Somebody
always
I
the
almost went
fun.
to St. Louis as well,
All right.
right after Christmas when the game came out. What was it? No, it was, let's see, when was it? It was whichever event it was right after the game was released. I think it was Chicago. I was in St. Louis at the time.
Like right as soon as the game released, yeah.
Yeah, I was in St. Louis for Christmas, so I almost made the drive up there.
Whatever.
I wasn't able to.
What was that organization that ran like the Canadian event? Was it UGC Niagara or something like that?
UGN?
UGN?
It was UGC Niagara. It was
UGC.
Ben McDougal, same guy who does Iowa Pro Gaming Challenge.
Okay. So they still hold lands, or is that like a Canadian thing, or like?
He still has lands, I believe. He's working on getting the next Iowa Pro Gaming Challenge together, I believe.
Gotcha.
I just sent everybody the IMGR image I sent you boys earlier to let them all have a good time at that.
Oh God!
Well, now,
Don't do it.
Before Brian,
Don't
I just want to
run.
Smiley image.
Go away.
at UMG
Go.
how much time and dedication they put into trying to up the gaming scene, especially now that Black Ops 2 is out.
Yeah.
Like, to have somebody to have another competitive tournament holding community like UMG, like, I just think right there, it just proves that this game has definitely brought more to the esports scene, and I think it's
Absolutely
amazing.
so. You're right.
A lot of people will argue and say that we kept the game alive throughout Modern Warfare 3
Yeah, you did.
because
Modern
we were
Warfare 3
essentially the only company holding tournaments during Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Significant tournaments.
Significant major lands.
Yeah, you guys.
Speaking of significant major lands, if you have like 2 minutes more to talk.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah.
All right. How do you feel about you and MLG having a huge LAN event the same weekend with MLG holding Orlando and you guys holding Dallas?
I really don't have anything that I can say about that. I mean, it is what it is.
So you have no intention of changing the date as of right now?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Why would they?
Just a curious question.
Why
That's
would
all.
they? Because Orlando's invite only, and right now they're saying it's only going to be 4 teams.
That's true. That'd be such a waste of a LAN
They'd
event.
have
Only 14.
UMG would have a shit ton of teams show up, while MLG only had 4. There'd
Yeah,
be no
but
need for them to cancel the event.
Even if MLG wasn't an invite only and they had the same teams go, then you have UMG holding their event the same time Orlando was going down. In UMG, you would see so many more teams go, so many more new teams go. So it would put amateurs like myself, like other people, like, I mean, shit, I would consider you, Kevin, as an amateur too, trying to get your name out there. Like, it would just promote them, which would put more spotlight on amateurs. Like, I think it would be. I have no problem with two events being held at the same time at all.
Neither do I. I support UMG just the fact that they're not letting MLG monopolize the game of Call of Duty, and by holding major LANs as well. I feel that's actually really important. I feel as though that's why Halo kind of completely failed out towards the end with Reach and Halo 4, because they never really had a backing like tournament to go back to, or backing like rival organization, or not organization, but they never had the second support. It was just strictly MLG, and they just died out towards the end. And it feels as though Call of Duty, it won't happen like that. Just in the fact that it's UMG and MLG now, both competing with each other, holding lands.
Yeah, I mean, with more variety, definitely, like, I agree it's going to be better for everybody, but, I mean, it is what it is. We have waited out and not announced events before. We were actually going to be going to Texas before MLG announced their Dallas event. We've gone out of the way to avoid them before. But there comes a time when you just can't wait around for announcements like that.
Yeah.
So we made our announcement. They made theirs, after ours, and it happened to be the same weekend. Sometimes it works out that way.
Yeah, but I think right now more people prefer UMG than over MLG for Call of Duty.
I'm leaving that up to the people to decide. We're just providing the platform, so.
And you found a wonderful platform, indeed.
All right, joining us
Yeah.
right now is VVV Zodyak. So he's been introduced into our little group of friends. Hello, Brandon.
Hi.
Zodi.
Don't want to be rude, so there he
I'm
is.
glad to see you're alive, sir.
Yes, I'm still alive.
So, okay, who watched Call of Duty Ghost, and what did everybody think of what they showed you of the gameplay?
All right.
Speak.
Hands down, Blitz actually looks like a pretty dope game mode. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the one with the portals?
Yeah, it's the one where you have to like run towards the enemy
Yeah.
portal,
blow
or
up.
towards your team's point portal, I guess you could say, and then you would get a point for your team. I think that's actually pretty cool. I don't know about you guys.
I'm just excited for the fact that
I honestly, I didn't really get to catch a whole lot of it because I was at work. But from what I did see, I'm sorry. I'm not too impressed by the selection to get rid of certain game modes. But I don't know. Maybe some of the new game modes will be viable. I don't know. We'll have to just wait and see.
Billy?
I think CTF was a very integral part of competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't.
What did you think of Ghost? Did you watch it?
I did indeed. I watched the little preview trailer. I saw the gameplay that Nate shot and a couple other pros put out. It looks very interesting. It looks like it has typical Infinity Ward mechanics. If you guys don't know, Infinity Ward has a tendency of favoring submachine guns as their main primary guns. But the marksman rifles look really interesting. I'm kind of curious and see if those can fit into competitive play at all. If people want to take the risk of pulling out a marksman gun, even though it shoots one bullet at a time, and it's almost a guaranteed one-hit kill. Let's see, Blitz. I caught a little bit of that, like the little portal. Like I feel as though that could be either really really poor for competitive play or really cool, just because there's so many different strategies you can go into that. You can go with like an all-in strategy. Where you just completely just push the portal for points, or you can sit back, play conservative, but at the same time, someone has to sit back and watch your portal because someone can just sneak in and score for the other team. But it could either be really fast-paced, or it could be even more campy than Search and Destroy is sometimes in Call of Duty games. And I think that's like the one bad thing about Call of Duty. Not Search itself, but how slow it can play. That was a big problem back in like COD 4. Even though it's, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty game like to ever come out, besides maybe Black Ops 2, not mechanic-wise, but overall gameplay-wise, was the fact that it played so slow. And that kind of didn't. It's kind of part of the reason why Call of Duty grew very slowly, in my opinion, on an esports scale, instead of kind of just taking off, like right off the bat, like something like a League of Legends did. But overall, the game looks bad, or it doesn't look bad, I should say. I'm disappointed they did take out CTF and Hardpoint, though. Hardpoint was my favorite game type from Black Ops, easily.
I think Hardpoint's the only loss.
Yeah, and CTF, no, CTF's not in it as well.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, I could care less if CTF's not in it. I've never been
I don't know, CTF's been in every
Hardpoint
single
for me is the big
competitive
loss,
Call of
but
Duty. So, I don't know. I really like CTF. And CTF was in literally every single competitive Call of Duty scene, besides COD 4. Actually, it wasn't in COD 4. They played Domo and Sabo. I'm kind of hoping they played Sabo back, though. I want to see a Sabo ball return.
The only issue with Sabotage is just the games can go on forever, and that's part of the reason why we got rid of it anyhow.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Maybe
seems
with the
They're just indefinite.
Miz says he's a Treyarch fanboy. He can't help it. I have yet to get bored with Black Ops 2. I'm bored with it, and I guess I'm a fangirl of Treyarch too.
in case anyone hasn't seen, that's a link to the forums with a post with the different supposed weapons in Ghost, if you want to take a look at that.
There you go. Everybody go.
Just
take
to
a
have an
look at that.
idea of what guns there are in the classes. Really, with the new game types, I'm excited to see search and rescue. I think it's going to be a nice new twist on search and
Agreed.
destroy. If it makes it into competitive, it's going to the game. I mean, to make search more interesting, we had to cut down the timer to 1 minute and 30 seconds to force teams to make plays. Search and rescue, we could probably make the rounds a little bit longer because with the tags, you're kind of forced to make moves. If you want your team to respond, you have to go for the tags, or else you're done really fast. So it's going to be a nice twist on a favorite game type of a lot of people. I think it's going to be interesting to see if it gets picked up and what they do with it.
Another thing besides the game modes that I really like is now that they've added the three new things that I enjoy that they added is the mantling. You can move more fluidly over objects because I know sometimes I'd be playing competitive and I'd want to get into a room really fast and I would just choke on it, or I'd have to keep mashing the A button just to mantle. I feel like that took way too much time off of me playing the actual game just to mantle over a fucking wall instead of now in Ghosts where you can just smoothly, you don't lose momentum at all. You move fluidly over the objects. And then another thing is that knee slide. A knee slide that'll be used I don't know how you do it or what
Replacing
it
the
actually
dolphin
is. Yeah, all right. It is replacing.
It's just a knee slide into a kneeling position or prone.
I think that would be awesome because I know for me, every time I play Call of Duty, I always complain about how I'm trying to run through walls, and looking back at the kill cam, it looks like I'm like on my screen. I feel like I'm on the other side of the wall, but on the kill cam, kind of feels like you're getting wanted. Like Angelina Jolie's just curving the bullet.
That's just the lag comp though.
Mm-hmm.
That's been Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3, unfortunately.
The only new thing that I don't like, movement-wise, is the automatic lean out of cover if you're near a corner.
That's Ghost Recon S, man.
Toggleable.
Well,
Or you can
oh,
toggle that
is it?
on. Mhm. That's what
I mean,
I've heard.
I'll definitely play with it on to see how it is, but I think that, there's going to be a lot of times where you don't want to do it and you accidentally do it.
It's probably going to be
It's gonna be
extremely
one of those-
glitchy as well.
It could be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It could be the next, head glitch.
I don't know if you guys,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever played the Ghost Recon games, but those are probably one of my favorite third-person shooters to ever come out.
Lean around
That-
the corner. You could use it so much.
that's the go that and rolling are the two go-to ways to kill someone. You roll around a corner. That's what I'm hoping people don't just knee dive around a corner now with drop shot and kill someone, abusing the game mechanics like that. I hope the game mechanics aren't set up where you can just abuse something like that easily.
No, we'll find out. Let's just hope snaking is not in this one either.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I was just gonna say.
In our chat that people can't see that are in our channel, we have a conversation going on, so we may as well bring it out here. And it's about reviving Gears of War, and
Won't happen.
Brian says good luck, and so
He's right.
So why don't we?
Good
why
luck,
don't we go
seriously.
on that? Go ahead, guys. Gears is not
Shit.
my
Get Judgment.
game. I don't-
Gears-
I don't
We
play
discussed
it.
this last week.
Look
Judgment
what
was a
happened
bomb.
to Gears of War
It's done.
Judgment. How many
right.
multiplayer maps were there?
4.
Exactly. Come on. Can't make a Gears of War map when you've gone from Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. And how many maps were all in there?
I see. That's what happens when Epic Games doesn't finish out their own title. That's what happens. They
That's
pick
what
up
happens
Last
when Call of Duty
Society,
leaves.
and that's what happens when you let someone who doesn't even have any interest in making the game.
They put the nail in the coffin went in for Gears when Cliff left.
Gameplay-wise, Judgment wasn't that bad.
It was
a pretty
horrible.
decent game.
It was
Game-
pretty terrible.
It was horrible.
Honestly,
Terrible.
compared to Gears 2, it was a lot better than Gears 2.
I prefer Gears 2 over Judgment.
Your
I
suit is
prefer
shit.
Gears 2 over Judgment. If you think Judgment's better than Gears 2, as many problems as there were with Gears 2, you're high.
I would
That's
take
simple.
I would take Judgment over Gears 2 any day of the week, just because of how broken and how stupid that game was with the Lancer and the Hammerburst, and how the shotguns never register, but you can
Really, they honestly should have named Judgment Gears of War B-Bud, because that's all that people fucking do. You walk into a room, you're getting smacked by everybody in that room. Nobody shoots their gun.
They nerfed that B button so hard, though.
Or auto sniper.
Oh, yeah, the auto snipes.
You don't even need any of those. Pick up the Scorcher. That's it.
I'm just going to say, like I said in the chat here, Barbosa's been trying to save Gears of War since Gears of War didn't even need saved. He's tried to do his hype-stations, and they're cool in the moment, but at the end of the day, it doesn't count for anything. Like, the game is pretty much over. It's like the people that still try and hang on to the Quakes and stuff, and that's cool for nostalgia's sake, but the game's not going to get big again. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
Gears was dead the minute Epic refused to back it at events.
I don't know.
They said they wanted to make the game competitive. They did with 3, but yet they refused to back it at tournaments. You cannot have a game survive in a tournament scene without the developer supporting some degree.
Because how long did Gears of War 1 last when it was first introduced to MLG? Like 3, 4 events?
No, it lasted 2
Like
seasons.
2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Seasons.
And that's because Epic backed it. But once they withdrew, that was it.
Epic never backed Gears 1 at all. Like, they had no support. Cliffy B has openly said that he hated the way MLG played Gears of War 1 just because of the fact that he made the game for people to run around and chainsaw each other. He didn't want to see people wall bouncing and shotgunning everybody.
But those fun glitches are what help make the game,
Yeah.
what it is, and they don't,
The weapon slide.
yeah.
Yeah.
They start getting rid of those things, and it's just not the same game anymore.
Yeah. See, I feel so that's why Halo 2 was so successful, was because of the BXR and the BXB and the double shot. It added a bunch of skill, like a whole new skill level to the game.
Yeah, Judgment
All right.
they just because they wanted money. That's the only reason why they made it.
Well, yeah, and the campaign was kind of shit, too. Well, actually, the
Wasn't
campaign
even a
was
campaign.
really good.
Yeah, I was
It was
going to
like
say, it
missions.
wasn't even a campaign.
Yeah, you just pretty much just played missions and they flashback, I think, of each mission for like a 30-second clip, and then you're right back into the campaign again. Yeah. Anyway, rest in peace, Gears of War. On to the next subject.
No.
Splinter Cell?
Splinter Cell Blacklist?
Oh, okay.
No opinions on that whatsoever.
Love it. Me and Kevin poop out of that game when it first came out.
I've seen gameplays of it. It looks really interesting, the multiplayer. I'm assuming the campaign is pretty good.
The campaign is awesome. Multiplayer, my only issue is how it's supposed to be spies versus mercenaries. They have 2 game types where it's uplink and TDM, where it's spies and mercs versus spies and mercs. And the reason why I say it's messed up is because of the fact that when you play as a spy, you can customize your characters. But yet, as a spy, there's nothing that you can customize onto your character that counters other spies. Spies only counter mercs, and mercs counter spies. That's it. There's nothing countering the same thing, so it's pointless.
And then there's that there's a game mode where, okay, for those of you who haven't played Splinter Cell Blacklist, if you're a spy and you get into a gunfight, a one-on-one gunfight with a merc, you will lose 10 times out of 10. There is no way that you are going to outgun someone, and it's because of the armor. Like when you're a spy, you're agile, you're quick, you have a third-person mode, and when you're a merc, you have armor, you're first person. But if you're going to sit there and have a game mode that benefits the other team, it's like, why even play it?
Oh, yeah, that extraction.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it was dumb because we did one map of it, and literally, as a spy, you spawn inside the mansion where the intel is. Instead of spawning the mercs where the extraction point is for the intel, they spawn them right out front of the mansion. So literally, the minute you spawn, you're getting shot at. And you have no way to get away. It's really dumb the way they laid some of it out. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but if you're going to throw spies up against mercs and give the mercs all that armor and all this, really powerful offensive items, you need to give spies some of that stuff as well. Because spies don't even have frag grenades to throw. You can throw smokes, EMPs, but there's really no offensive capability that you can really have to try to counteract and help.
And I like how in this one they brought back the old Spy versus Mercs, which was back in like Splinter Cell Chaos Theory or something like that.
Hell yeah.
That's the original flashlight Mercs, and you don't get a customized loadout, and it's spawn in with a set weapon, set equipment, etc. For the spies, it's the same thing. I think that's awesome. If Splinter Cell, that company backed up that game for competitive, honestly, I would like to see it get competitive. That would be actually.
It could be done.
Yeah.
It really could be.
But probably not. Because
I'm not gonna lie, I'm more interested in seeing what Titanfall has in store. Like, that looks amazing.
Don't even get me started about Titanfall.
Amazing.
Yes. I'm looking forward to
that game. I was moist as a towelette once I saw they were coming out with that game.
From what I heard,
no LAN. It doesn't have a LAN at this point.
There's no LAN, and there's always AI on the map. You spawn in with like 100 AI in your team or something ridiculous like that.
Now that sucks.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the game still looks badass. That's all that matters.
It does. Absolutely.
Like, really, it's gotten to the point with all the stuff that they're showing for next gen that I'm tired of this stuff that we have now. Let's just bring on next gen. Let's bump the dates up for everything because they're showing a lot of amazing stuff. Like the Division.
I'd hate to bounce out on you guys, but I'm gonna bounce out on you guys. Good for having me on. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, we talked before, Bryan. You have my number. Anytime you want to come on, hit us up.
For
You
sure.
used to all the time last time. So, thank you for joining us, Bryan from UMG.
Yeah, not a problem.
Everybody say thank you. Thank you, Bryan, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you for coming.
See you later.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to my opinions that maybe you take into consideration. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. Always.
Hopefully you guys will either make it out to Dallas or at least tune in. So.
Of course.
Always.
Dude, I would love to make it out to Dallas if I could.
October 18th to the 20th.
Yeah, I'm all about that barbecue. That's
If
all I'm
anybody,
saying.
my birthday's around then. If anybody would like to fly me out there for my birthday, I'd be more than happy to go.
If anybody wants to pay for my plane ticket as well as my hotel,
Just sell her body.
yeah, guys, if you guys want to
start. Don't even start.
hold on, I'm gonna put my Twitter in the chat. If you guys want to sponsor me, I'm really good at COD. Hit me up.
Yeah. Go to COD. Hugh.
He's looking. So I think, well, thank you again, Bryan. Appreciate you coming.
Thanks for having me on. I will catch you guys later. Have a good
All
night.
right. You too, hon.
See you, Bryan.
Nah, man.
For those of you that don't know who's on, if you look up on the screen in a minute, it'll show everybody that was originally on. I don't have Zodyak's beautiful mug up here. And
First of all, Zodyak's mug isn't just beautiful.
What is it?
It's,
What is it?
Let me find the words. Hold on. It's breathtaking.
Ooh.
Wow,
I like it.
bromance?
Oh my god, you don't even know.
Prior
Hands when we
engagement?
when we go to the urinals, like when we go to the bathroom, so like urinals, we hold hands.
I don't know about that.
Alright, do you see? Alright, sorry, my bad, guys. I forgot
You're fine.
we're keeping this PG-13, my bad.
No, we don't. I didn't give the warning usually when we start the show that it's
Rated R.
Really?
Well,
Keep
you
it PG-13? Listen to
No,
last week's show.
Yeah, listen.
Tell us how
the show
PG-13
got
that is.
Pretty. We went off track so many times. Oh my god. It was bad, but yeah, there's everybody's mugs up on screen, and the beautiful people. Stop typing in channel, you guys. It's loud in my ears.
You know, also loud in your ears.
Don't even go there. Don't start.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Don't start. No.
I don't even know it.
It's funny how everyone in chat, I swear to God, Steph, this was your show, Rebel Live, but everyone in VVV just took it over.
That's all right.
Everyone in this chat has either been an applicant at some point, is or was a member.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. It's still Rebel Live. It's Rebel Live with a dose of VVV. I've been injected.
A dose? A dose? My ass.
Try like
Probably like an infection.
It's a
We're taking this
contagion
over.
of VVV.
All right. Let's get to this. Let's get to this next topic. 'Cause this looks
Saints
like
Row?
this is my favorite
Yes,
topic to talk about.
Saints Row. Anybody
All right,
got
let me
it?
tell you. Let
Anybody
me tell you
played it?
this. Okay,
This
Saints
is
Row.
my favorite topic. I lied.
100% do not know what it's like. I haven't played any of the Saints Row. I was
Right.
watching streams when it first came out, and this dude was running at speeds that I only thought that a jet plane can run at, and then he was punching people in the air like 50,000 feet.
You
I
can't
was like-
forget. You can't forget
like a
running
superhero?
around with the
All right.
15-foot purple.
My
dildo.
buddy Tyler bought this game. And Ray, you know how Tyler is.
Yeah.
Any shenanigans that you can think of, imagine, or have seen happen, he could come up with something worse. He can literally come up with the most ridiculous shit in the world. When he comes to me and says this game was more than I could handle shenanigan-wise, you know there's a problem. Like, from the start, he said, like, he was telling me, he goes, you literally start off, and your guy has superpowers, and you have them all game, and it just makes the game way too easy. The ridiculous factor, that's why he's running so fast and, like, punching people through the fucking moon. It's because you have superpowers in the game. It's
First
dumb.
of all, does he really punch people to the moon? Because I'd buy the game just to see someone literally fly through the moon. 'Cause that sounds awesome.
You can literally punch them outside the planet. Like, you can hit
Yeah.
them so
You
hard
can
they
punch them
you
to
can
the
never see
moon.
them.
Yeah.
How powerful is the teabag in that game? That's
Hey,
what I want to know.
You're probably putting the core. You're putting them through America
Kevin-
all the way out
Kevin's
through
in the-
China
in the
into
chat
space.
channel.
Ark.
Look in the chat channel.
For
Kevin.
yeah.
I know.
All right.
I know
He's
DJ
saying-
loves me.
He's saying he loves you.
Yes, I love DJ as well.
Is that DJ?
Yeah.
That is DJ.
What's up, DJ?
Yeah, like, the game is nothing but they took it too far. Like, you know, Saints Row's always been the game known for, you know, the jokes and being silly, but they went way too far with it.
Was that supposed to be like a knockoff of Grand Theft Auto, like gangbang?
Yeah. Yeah,
What
it
happened
is.
to that?
Well, it's still like that, but they just gotten far too. They're just getting too dumb with it. Honestly,
I think Saints Row 4 they introduced aliens. That's why you have superpowers.
Well, no, I don't give a shit. Like, you know how many games I've played Aliens vs Predators, and I killed aliens as a fucking human with no superpower. Just because there's aliens doesn't mean I need superpowers
Hey,
to
it's
kill.
Saints Row 4, man. The more shenanigans, the better.
No, and honestly, for those of you who don't know, spoiler if you're worried, but literally, the entire game is a simulation. Like, it's once you beat the game, because Tyler spoiled the whole thing for me, not that I was going to play it anyway, but, like, you're in a simulator the entire time, so everything that's going on isn't real. So, it's just...
So
more
wait.
stupid.
Wait, what about right now? Is like what's going on right now real? Or?
This is real. No, but it's like,
This is-
when
okay.
Saints Row 4 goes, if you don't want to tell, then mute it, because I'm going to spoil it. What it is the Earth
Spoil
is
everything
already
here.
destroyed in the game, and you're trapped in a simulation. That's what it is.
What, Saints Row?
Yeah, in Saints Row 4, the Earth is destroyed, and you're trapped in a simulation. There's no more Earth. It's just one big simulation. Anything that goes on in the game isn't real. That's why you have superpowers.
Where are you in the simulation though? Like where is the simulation taking place? Because it's got to be somewhere.
Fuck if I know. They don't explain it.
Is there a backstory to this that we can read about, or
I doubt it.
who makes Saints Row?
Everybody Google quick.
Looks
Funkies,
like someone Google.
funkies make it.
Let's see here.
Monkeys?
I believe...
Yeah, fungus. Fungus is incorporated.
You say fungus?
No, I'm just kidding. The publisher is Deep Silver, and I don't know who the developer is.
All right, whoever makes Saints Row,
But
they can go fuck themselves.
Volition.
Straight out.
Thank you, Mr. Tom Clancy, in chat.
All right. Volition.
Volition is known
Volition,
for
you can
stupid
go fuck
shit.
yourselves because this game is atrocious.
Nice.
Yeah, they took it
You know
way
how-
too far.
You know how like the movies, like the trilogy is always the fuck out of the trilogy. The third one's always the fucking worst, unless it's like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or something like that. It's
Yeah.
same applies to this game.
Well, I know you like it, Billy, just because, like, the home base that you're on, it's a big-ass ship. There's women all around, and as a character, you can literally walk up to any girl you want and say, hey, bitch, we're fucking, and it happens.
I mean, that is my.
I know that would keep you
Why do
entertained
you
for hours
tell
on it.
everybody our stuff, Kevin?
I
God.
didn't know
Whoa,
it was a
Kevin,
secret.
this
I
is
thought
so-
everybody knew.
What are you talking about? Look at all the Saints Row 4 pre-orders. You know it was going to be shenanigans. There's a Screaming Eagle jet that you could get. Like, what?
Wait, well, no, I knew it was going to be shit. It's Saints Row. I expect shenanigans, but there's a point where it becomes too much shenanigans.
Point of no return.
Exactly, and they went way past that point.
But if you know that's the game though, then what is? I mean, what is? Is it too much? Do you know what I mean? If
Have you
know
played
that,
any of?
Yes.
Honestly,
Yes.
have you played the third one?
Yes.
Okay, the third one was fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It was the right amount. I mean, come on. How often you get to walk down the street with a 12-foot long purple dildo and beat the shit out of people with it? You know?
It was fun.
Okay. Yeah.
It reminded
this
me
one,
of things. I was very familiar
Too much.
with that.
Go back to your work. Keep that at your job. All right.
Okay.
Since that's what you handle.
Hush, hush, hush. All right, everybody would like us to move on because I think everybody's been looking forward to this topic that I'm about to bring up right now. Okay, and so Dom, who is my regular host on the show that couldn't be here, has started kind of a series on our website called The Top 5. Last week he brought something to the table I thought was very cool, and I thought we'd bring it up again because there's new people on board this week. And it's the top 5 video game characters that you would like to take out drinking with you. So,
Billy. Already
so
agreed
I think let's start with Billy. Billy, who is your top 5 video game people that you would like to bring out drinking? Anybody else can kind of pipe
1
in
through
as
5
well.
or 5 through 1? Like, what are we going with
It doesn't
here?
matter. Like you know, well, Dom had
5.
said like somebody that has money. Somebody he hasn't given his reveal yet of who his top 5 is. He's saving it for the article.
What you needed is, for the 5, you need to have, like, someone that can fight, that, if you get into a bar fight, you can stand. Designated driver, that buddy that can drink a shit ton and never get drunk. People like that.
Okay.
Someone spends all the cash.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go with... What is number 5? What is the 5th one? Someone you can get into a fight with?
Yeah.
Alright. For my... Let's see. Oh, wait, sorry. What is it again? Someone you get in a fight with?
Yeah, like someone if you, like, an enforcer type deal. Like, if you get in a fight at a bar, someone that would come to your side and just completely kick ass.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. I'd probably have to go with...
It's hard.
I'd probably have to go with... Honestly, I'm gonna go with Link from The Legend of Zelda. Only because he's an... What is it? Not an elf. What's the correct word I'm looking for? Yeah, he is an elf. He's a forest elf. Correct?
Yeah.
That's what he is? Okay. Yeah, he's a forest elf. Okay. He's a little
So you're
smart,
going
tiny
Link.
forest elf, okay? And think of it this way. He's like maybe 3'5", maybe 3'8", somewhere in that range. Carries around a heavy ass sword and a shield and shit like that. And he just fucks up bosses 100 times his size in every single game he's in. Just by literally hooking onto them and slicing their eyes out.
Valid point. But,
That's
if the chicken from Family Guy shows up, you're fucked.
no. The guy shows up, dude. I got that.
Link can take out all these big guys, but the minute the chicken walks in the picture, that's it. He's done. He's out. He's out the door. You're by yourself.
I got that the Ocarina of Time, dude. I was pound his face in straight. Alright,
Link
let's...
wouldn't be able to come drinking with you. He'd be busy saving that princess.
So
Who would be your
gotta ask.
designated driver?
What's up?
Who would be the DD?
The DD?
Mm.
I'm gonna have to go with... Let me see. There's not that many good choices. Only because when I played Grand Theft Auto, I was the worst CJ in the game, and I couldn't drive for shit. So CJ would be out of the question from Grand Theft Auto. What's a good one?
There
Huh.
is
Let me think.
when it comes to the driver, you're out of luck.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think that's one that. Well, who is the one that would be the less or the less drunk?
Out of the two,
Or out of your 5 that you would pick, and that could be your, because I think picking a designated driver out of video game characters is kind of rough.
Why does everyone go to the Master Chief? Like, we get it.
that's true.
Xmoda says Master Chief can fucking drive.
Master Chief can't get drunk though.
Master
He would just definitely.
That's why everyone picks him as the DD. Like, that's the obvious choice. Like, literally, when we asked this last week, the chat blew up with Master Chief.
Oh,
No, or
yeah.
you can do.
My
you
son,
can do
my son
Garrus.
said Fox from Star Fox.
Oh,
DD.
that's true. I'd like to have a few. I like to get Star Fox drunk though. I feel as though he's hilarious when he's drunk. I'm gonna have to go with Batman.
Batman.
Because
There you
he's
go.
a savage.
True.
Yeah.
As far as we know, Batman does not drink.
Yeah,
true,
that's
it's
Batman's
true.
rich as fuck.
Phil's fan says he's sticking with mine, Scooter from Borderlands.
Played Borderlands. You can
Scooter?
shoot me out if you want, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for never playing Borderlands. But
Or TK. I'd pick TK from Borderlands.
That's what I was saying.
TK Baja. That dude knows how to party. I'm telling you right now.
Alright, what's
Garrus
next?
Valkyrian from Mass Effect. He can always calibrate my weapons any time of the day.
If
Yeah.
I was to have any driver, it would have to be Joker from Mass Effect.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true. No, they catch Joker. Remember Mass Effect 3?
Look at whoa, shut up! I haven't played it yet.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Tom dies in Act 3.
You just missed out on the
Like,
great.
come on! Like, I already know the ending to Mass Effect 3
Oh,
because
wait
the
a minute,
fucking...
wait a minute. Somebody just said Batman does drink in Flashpoint. Batman does drink, so you have to pick your Batman. Which one?
I'm gonna go with the Arkham Asylum Batman
All right.
because he's probably high on
Yeah,
fucking
yes.
gas, and I feel as though it'd be hilarious watching him drive.
Tom Clancy's countering with that wasn't Bruce Wayne. Tom Clancy knows his shit.
This is Thomas Wayne.
It's gonna be a
All right,
battle
who would
of
you
Waynes.
Your money person
What's up?
who would pay for everything? Moneymaker.
I'm gonna go with
Moneymaker.
Mario
Yes, I agree with you.
Who's the
because Mario. Honestly, Mario's already. Let's be realistic. Mario, honestly, in every single Super Mario game, is drunk as fuck to begin with. Okay. He's banging his head against brick walls.
Oh.
He's falling into pipes and just falling down to the underground like cellars and shit like that. He's basically your typical New Yorker, like plumber. He's just drunk as shit, trying to get home to his wife. Like that's all that
Not-
all Super Mario
No,
is.
he's not drunk. He's just it's all
There
those
he is.
shrooms.
Any dude that can dress up in a squirrel suit.
It's all those fucking shrooms. Do you see how many mushrooms he picks up in a level?
I mean, I guess, man.
Obviously, he's putting those in his drinks though. Like he is shifting.
I mean, come on, it's not drunk. It's gotta be shrooms. Could you see how colorful those levels are that he goes through?
Really? Let's be realistic though. Like
Like, I don't know that many drunk people that have come up with these great lands full of color.
Bro, all I gotta say
Shit's
is
some
Mario
druggy.
is best functional alcoholic / drug user. This
In
dude
the-
plays tennis. This dude goes to space.
Yeah, he goes to golf. He
I-
plays golf.
This dude's in the Olympic Games.
It's fucking party games, dude. How many people do you know play party games?
I'm gonna say for my money
Peach,
maker,
Luigi,
I would pick Sonic.
Yoshi. Sonic, no. He's only good if you
No.
plan on
No.
running away from the cops.
No, because he's collecting.
Like,
coins
He'll be
all
the
the
one
that would
time.
ditch you when the
There's
cops
a
show up.
ring on it.
Mario's your typical, like, he's your typical New Yorker, dude. He's picking up pennies off the ground. He's walking by. Like, he just honestly just get up.
Maxine is Steph's personal drinking buddy. That's what she calls over at the end of the night. You know, they drink and
Yeah,
follow her with their woes and shit.
It's true.
What's the next one?
Max Payne can supply the pills, and he can definitely drink a lot.
That's true.
I know for my enforcer, I'd go with Dante.
Ooh.
I like
I
that.
said Kratos.
That is a solid choice. Kratos is a solid choice as well.
Kratos would fuck shit up.
The
I don't know. I feel
enforcer.
so Kratos on the soft side though.
The person that's gonna protect you in a bar fight. Iron Man. I
I
pick Iron Man.
Really? Iron Man? That's what you want to go with right now?
If anything, I would pick Iron Man for the guy that pays for everything.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he is rich.
He's rich as
Hey, you
shit.
gotta go with
Why not?
Mario. Mario always gets coins, dog.
Yeah.
He's always on that coin game.
I'd rather, if Mario was gonna be my crew, he'd be the driver, because I think it would entertain me more driving home drunk, watching him throw banana peels and shells at people.
Do you guys ever wonder in Super Mario, like maybe Mario isn't exactly Peach's wife, and maybe Peach is Bowser's wife, and Mario just tries to come
That's
to
a good one
Bowser?
to add to this. Who would be your wingman?
Wingman? Oh,
Yeah.
that's... I'd probably have to go with...
Who's the guy from Star Fox that says do a barrel roll?
the
Pepe?
older-
That's all Pepe
Alright.
says. Do a barrel roll.
Here, bro. Here, do a barrel roll. Because you know that dude's gonna be drunk when he's saying that. Get some more barrels.
Who's that fucking...
Look in chat.
Who's that
People
guy-
are giving us suggestions.
Who's that guy from Vice City? From the
what?
club. The guy from the club in Vice City from Grand Theft Auto.
I don't remember.
His name's like Tony or some shit like that.
Let's see. Wingman?
I'm trying to think. I gotta think of a wingman. Hold on.
Or you'd have to bring a hot girl with you. A hot gaming
Or-
girl.
Well, no, like we
It's one free
because
drink.
I asked Dom this, like in the top 5, we never said it had to be a male.
Yeah, it could be a
That's-
female.
There can be girls in
Female?
there if you so choose.
I don't know who I'd pick.
I'm gonna go with Samus.
Okay.
Samus.
He's
Yeah,
got
Samus.
that bod.
That is a very solid choice.
The badass.
I'd probably go with Sheik. Because I feel as though Sheik was a pretty cool person. And she throws smoke on the ground just in case I need to make a quick escape. We can just dip out real quick.
Goff says bring a hot girl. How about Magma? Guys are like, girls? Drinking? What? No?
Nah, you lost me.
All right.
I mean,
all
it
right.
is.
Let's go back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, then yell at
Hey,
him,
Tom.
not me. I'm just reading ideas from...
If I'm gonna
chat.
take a girl with me anywhere, we're going to an 80s party. Because bitches love 80s parties.
I'm a 90s bitch, though.
Doesn't matter. I want you to go out and find a girl that that would not go to an 80s party.
I want you to find me a girl who was born in the 80s that wants to go to a 60s party, because I feel as though that'd be a lot more fun. On deck.
Don't tempt me.
Girls
Challenge
out
accepted.
loud.
Oh, it broke? It came out?
Oh, put it in the
Yeah,
channel in chat.
We can talk about it.
Eminem Berserk song. Breaking news.
Yeah.
There you go,
Fuck yeah.
Zodyak.
The most important thing, dude, fuck Madden, dude. Eminem's more
Dude, all I
important.
have to say is it's about time he dropped a new album.
I'm gonna wait to listen to this. I'm gonna listen to this later on.
Coda says it's
So we
okay.
can talk about it.
It's okay.
No, I'm gonna wait till later. Alright, what's the next top 5 drunken thing or whatever? Which one did we miss?
Yeah, which one did we miss, Kevin?
Did we cover? Let's see. We did Wingman, Enforcer, DD. Who would pay for everything? Shit. What was the other one?
I guess we should add on girl. We should just add on a girl.
No, because
We should-
we could, but I mean,
Party
Dom had a
girl.
set 5 already.
Yeah,
so
Dom
it's
had
a matter
a set
of.
5. We gotta, I guess try to.
Hold on,
keep-
let me do this. I can ask him on Twitter because he finally replied to me saying that he had a previous engagement. Which, if that isn't code word for meeting up with a girl he was on the phone with, I'm gonna be very mad. But
I don't know about you guys. I'd pick Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts.
Dude, so slamming. Stop.
Dude,
She's also 12.
dude.
Okay.
Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts 3. Hopefully she's 18.
Dude, she's gotta be. It's over 13 years since like the game's been coming out. Like, what the fuck?
was
Not
it your friend that could drink the most without getting drunk or something?
Oh yeah, it's a
I
tank.
think so. Yeah, the tank.
I would go.
Oh.
I would go with Duke from Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
I got this.
Uh-oh.
It's not from any console game. We're going to the PC side.
Uh-oh.
I'm going with Gragas from League of Legends.
Oh my god. All right.
Can't compete.
Wow.
That or what was the dude from Tekken? Or was it Soul Calibur? Which one?
It's about Cho'Gath.
Nah, you can't drink.
No, it was there was a game. I think it was Mortal Kombat. The drunken dude from Mortal Kombat. Shit, I gotta find out what his name was.
He was from Street Fighter.
Metalfoot's here. Hey, Metalfoot. The newest addition to VVV Gaming. God, you guys are like a freaking mold in here tonight.
Bo Right Joe.
Hey, Metal. My BFF.
Hell didn't get on yet. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was gonna say.
That'd be hard to pick a top 5. I would have
Look at
too many.
Dude, he's not getting accepted. I told him last night.
Yeah, Bo Right Joe from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I know, but you are the newest member, so whatever.
He's not.
He will be.
No, I told him last night he wasn't getting
Oh.
accepted. He's not getting accepted.
Right.
Yeah, he's too much of a noob.
All right, well, are you guys are we searching for names here of whoever needs whatever?
Oh yeah, I said Gragas or Bo Right Joe.
All right. Anybody, somebody out there on Twitter tweeted to me we should talk about Final Fantasy.
Nah.
Okay, so we won't. Okay.
Made too many of those.
I know,
It's the
but
same stuff.
I know. I have to, try to appease the people.
All right. If you guys want us to talk about a certain topic that's been bothering you, tweet at IRGRL.
Or tweet, or just say it in here, or whatever you guys want.
Tweet
We
at
can
me,
actually- tweet
be
at Natural, anybody. Tweet at somebody. If you've got
the
a
names
Don't
back
tweet
topic,
at me.
don't tweet
Put the
it.
names back up.
Okay, wait. Let me put the names back.
That way they know.
She's a little slow. Don't worry, guys. It'll
I'm
come
not a
up
little slow. Shut up. I'm multitasking
Watch it, she'll rage
here. I'm
quit.
getting phone
Careful.
numbers. I'm picking up digits from people right now. They're DMing him.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. So this really isn't Rebel Live. It's just picking up guys with Steph. Putting a shot.
No, you know what's gonna be the well, if anything, Final Fantasy nowadays is gonna be disaster. But the biggest MMO disaster ever that comes out is gonna be Elder Scrolls Online, since they're charging $15 monthly
Yeah,
subscription
that
on
is
top of the $60 you have to pay for it.
And the reasoning behind that,
It's stupid.
You guys and your mics.
they're saying that in order for their game to be a next-gen MMO, you have to pay for the game so you can get that sense of, oh yeah, I get to develop my character and however he wants, and
Oh look,
get to
it's
go
World of
explore more
Warcraft.
environments. And, oh my gosh, it's going to turn into World of Warcraft on Xbox. It's like let's just play the Division, the crew. That's what I'm excited about. Division. Tom Clancy's The Division.
Finally,
That game looks so dope.
I think everyone forgot about Patriots.
Yeah, I forgot about Patriots.
At
I'm
this
pissed,
point.
dude. Patriots supposed to come out 3 years ago, and it fucking never came out. Now they're holding off till next gen.
You know what? Personally, I think Patriots got dropped, and then the Division started up.
They switched studios. I think whoever's making Patriots or something like that. Ubisoft switched studios.
With
Yeah.
with what's been shown of the Division, I think it's going to be hard for them to put out another Tom Clancy game that's going to top it.
Yeah, I agree. Just the way that you're going to be able to, people were saying that you can use your tablet to help out a teammate
Yeah.
you're not even in game with, and I'm just like, that's amazing.
Did you watch the E3?
Yeah, I caught a
They
little
had
bit. of
3
it.
people playing, and they had a 4th person come in as a drone on a tablet in the back.
Yeah, and you can sit there and debuff enemies while you can buff up your team with
Yep.
damage boosts or give them ammo. And you can
run
sit there and
into
call
the
out where the other people.
players in
I
the
think
world.
that's amazing. That's what next gen is it's implementing people that don't even might not even have the game. They can participate with you by just being your support or something like that. Like I
Yeah.
think that's cool.
What also is cool
Especially-
about it is the fact that it's with it always being online. When you get off one night, and you get on the next day, what's going on in the world around you is going to be different.
Exactly.
Because players are always playing.
Well, get around.
You can run into other players at any time.
I just hope that the PvP is just as good as how the, I guess, quote-unquote single player is, even though it's all multiplayer. I just hope PvP isn't all one-sided. Like, oh, overpowered weapons, this overpowered...
Xmoda is not happy with playing the game on your Xbox while on your smartphone and on your tablet. I have
See,
people
we're
with
actually-
arms. Like,
You don't have to do both. Like, if you're...
Obviously, what they want you to do is while you're driving, they want you to whip out your tablet and play the game that way.
Yeah, you don't play at the same time. Like, if you're actually playing the game on your Xbox, you can still have the thing up on the tablet as, like, an overview of the map of the area. That way you don't have to keep pulling it up. But if you want someone else to play on it, then they have to sign in on their own on the tablet. And they come in as, like, an overhead drone, and they spot the enemies for you. They mark them. They give you call-outs. They buff your crew, debuff the others. It's not you having to control both at the same time.
Honestly, just to touch base on a generalization of all of the next-gen games, I just think it's going to be amazing to see how smooth everything runs at, especially when the Xbox is going to be able to get up to 60 frames. Like, that's going to be double what the 360 can handle.
Yeah.
Because I could totally tell a difference from playing PC on a high-end gaming PC and then coming back to the 360 on the same game that's being played at a lower FPS. And coming back from that, I think one of the brand new games. Well, it's not really one of the most anticipated on my list for next gen because of the 60 frames is going to be Battlefield 4.
yes.
I remember playing Battlefield 2 when it was on the PC, and I loved the shit out of that game. I used to get on. I played for countless hours, and I must have been like 9 years old playing with my uncle, and that was the funnest thing to be able to play 32 players versus 32 players. You know, with all the shit that goes on in Battlefield, like tanks, air superiority, all that stuff. I think that's going to be amazing, especially now that they're introducing 64 players online.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox One and
Wait.
PS4. That's
And
going to
just
be ridiculous.
Just to clarify things, you don't, if for Xmoda, for the whole tablet thing with these games, if you already, you only have to buy the tablet if you want to do it for this stuff. If you already own one, it doesn't cost you anything extra to get the apps to be able to jump in off the tablet in these games. It's a free download. All you have to do is be connected to the internet and have your Xbox Live account on the tablet, and you can just jump in at any time. There's no extra charge to be able to use a tablet to join in with your friends.
I mean, it's just going to give you something else to do if you're not gaming. Like, if you're at work and you're just like, maybe I can get on for a little bit and help my teammates out. I guess you can do that. It's a little side job.
Work productivity in the world is going to go down so much when this
There
happens.
you go.
I can see it now,
Oh
right?
my
Me and you'll be
God.
playing the Division, then out of nowhere, Steph will come in as a UAV in the Division.
Exactly.
Like, oh, yeah.
Chicka chicka bow wow.
Start working on your new job. What are you
Oh,
doing?
hey now.
Now, Metalfoot brought up a good one that I've been pretty quiet on. Project Spark does look phenomenal. It's just, I know I am not going to buy it because my creativity blows
Is
when
that
it comes
the,
to stuff like that.
that's
That's the one
game
where you
build
make
a free roam,
everything.
like,
Yeah, you
yeah.
make everything.
They
that
give you a
looks
base. They give you a base world, and you make it however the fuck you desire.
and people can walk into that.
And that is something that I will watch. I will watch countless hours of streams and videos of people doing stuff, and even watch a couple of my other friends play it if they get it. But I will never play that game because I will not be able to create anything worthwhile. But it does look great.
Just binge drink yourself a little bit and it'll be good. So when I'm most creative.
I mean, if anything, if I'm going to play it, I'm going to community. I'm going to
achievement whore the hell out of it, like I do with most games nowadays. So that's all I care about right now.
That's all you care about.
Fuck yeah, I'm almost to 100,000. Bring it.
What other major video game boner do I have? Grand Theft Auto 5.
I'm not hyped
That is-
about it.
Nah, I'm not hyped either.
I'm hype about that.
I think everybody's
I
burnt
get-
out on video games. That's what it sounds like. Nobody seems to be hyped about anything.
No. We're burnt out on this generation.
All right.
You know what? You know what I'm hyped for, dude? Video game wise? Pokemon X and Y. Okay? That's what I'm hyped on.
I'm hyped for that too.
Yeah, it looks good, but with the past few titles, it's dull.
Have
Don't
you
be a
played,
hater.
Adding-
played any of them?
Getting really dull. Yeah, I did the whole diamond and shit like that,
No, I
and
know, any of the recent ones.
White and
because
Black.
I've done them
White
all.
and Black. Yeah,
Pretty much done them
yeah,
all.
I've seen them. I mean, I grew up with Pokemon, so there's always gonna be a spot where no matter how stupid it may seem to get, I'll play it if I have the chance to. But now, I mean, I like the whole thing of Mega Evolutions. It's a cool new idea. But the fact that they're going to those lengths to try to add something new to the game just kind of shows that they're running out of creative ideas for the series
But
as itself.
I
sadly-
mean,
It's still
it's been
sells
around for like
forever.
20 years.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's like anything. It's like Mario and Sonic. Those that grew up on it, no matter how terrible the games get as they come out now, they still buy
They
them.
still have, on release nights in Japan, they still have literally thousands of people standing in line for these games.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's just one of those things. Like now they're not making them for the new, for the younger generations. They're making them for the older generations that grew up on it
Yeah.
because they know that that they'll still buy them. That's why they're doing it. And as long as it sells and they get a nice profit out of it, all power to them.
I just want them to officially come out with, if they haven't yet, because I haven't seen it yet, an official release date for the Xbox One.
I heard it.
Honestly, okay. They're coming out with a bunch. It's all speculation. I truly believe it's going to be the same day that Call of Duty Ghosts comes out, because they're not going to do an Xbox One bundle with Call of Duty Ghosts and have the bundle and the actual game on two different releases. I don't think they'll do that.
I don't know.
I mean,
They
it's
have a
like-
bundle right now. It's just the Xbox One release day bundle, which is, everything with the Xbox One. You get a special edition Xbox One
Yeah.
controller and other shit like that.
But yeah, they have a lot of game bundles. They have Dead Rising 3, Rise, The Division, Call of Duty Ghosts, a couple of the different sports games. They have those bundled with it as well. But like, you get what I'm saying though? Like, why would they release a game and system bundle when a different date than when later than the actual game that's coming out?
Yeah,
They're
but
not going to release because Call of Duty Ghost is supposed to be released on November 5th for the 360 and Xbox One. They're not going to release a game for a system that is not out yet.
yeah, I heard November 7th.
Yeah, see, I heard November 8th. So many people
Yeah,
had
it's jumping around, but that's my thinking. Why release something that's supposed to be played on a system that you can't even get hold of yet? It doesn't add up.
I mean, honestly, I'm not even down to get Ghosts because of, I think this will be. I think somebody said it in chat that this will be the first Call of Duty that they don't buy.
Okay, Ray,
What?
I'm gonna call bullshit.
Dude,
No, not on that person, on you, because you said that you weren't gonna buy Modern Warfare 3, and look what happened. You bought it, you sold it, and then you bought it again. So,
I don't think I don't know, dude.
yeah, you did.
I
You're
think
gonna
I would
buy it,
replace-
you played it
I
for
would
like
just
2 weeks,
replace
and you're like,
Ghosts
I'm
with
tired of
Battlefield
it.
4, bro.
See, I told myself
Yeah.
I don't know. I told myself I wasn't buying Gears of War Judgment, and I bought it anyway, just because I played every other Gears of War. Like, once you start a franchise, you finish it. It's just the way it is.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, but it just doesn't look appealing. Like, I'm not gonna be super excited when I get it.
Until you play the
That's
multiplayer.
thing, though, like, it's kind of hard to.
I mean, you can see things. I mean, they're not going to reveal the entire game. I mean, from what I saw, I'm excited for it. Like, I think the whole new twist on old-fashioned game types that everyone knows and loves is a very interesting thing. Like, the whole crank game mode for Ghost. I think that's a great twist on TDM.
That looks good.
I really do. You know, it's making the game more fast-paced. You know, these new game types that they're trying out. You know, the twist on search. Search has always been my favorite game type in the Call of Duty series. So I'm really excited to get on that search and rescue game type. It's just these things. Like, you may not think you get as excited as it gets closer, and if they end up revealing more than what they already have, especially since finally now Activision's getting behind the esports scene, and they've made it clear that they want to help push it forward. I think that's going to be another reason why you're going to get it, because I know how much going pro in Call of Duty and actually being a serious competitive player means to you. And now that you have the means to do it with Activision finally backing one of their games, now's the time. And that's for anyone that has the dreams to do that. It's the perfect time. You got Black Ops now, and then Ghost immediately following it. You don't have to wait the year for Treyarch to make another game and support the title. You have the next developer there and already making commitments.
I mean, I just think the reason why I say I'm not going to buy it is because, I mean, look at what I said about Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2 and then also MW3. I said I wasn't going to get MW3 and I wasn't going to get Black Ops 2. It just looks like the game. I just hate how these Call of Duty developers just want to make constant money off of it. It's just, I wish that one developer would just be like, hey, this is going to be our game. Call of Duty Ghost is going to be our game. We're not going to sit here, release this game, and already be in development for another Call of Duty. I wish they would just stick to one, because if, I believe, I talked to many people, and they say if they would have waited another 2 years before they released Modern Warfare 2 from Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, and they waited to release Modern Warfare 2, like I said, 2 years later, I think Modern Warfare 2 would have been way better than what it already was.
Oh yeah, well, you know me. You know I've been saying that for years now. If they would take more time between the games instead of releasing them every year, they'd have a lot more love towards them when they were released. That's something that anybody in the Call of Duty community will tell you. They love the series, but, you know, they could, if they took the time and spaced out the releases, you know, they'd be received a lot better than what they are.
All right, well, let me see. It's midnight. We've been on for about 2 hours now.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half, excuse me. And
You're welcome.
thank you for piping in there.
No problem.
Appreciate it, Billy.
Continue.
Well, I'll
So
throw
I
in a little
think-
curveball for next week.
Oh yes, throw in a little.
Let me do that.
Because we're gonna wrap it up.
I'm going to completely jump systems. Something that a lot of people, I haven't seen it mentioned a lot, but I'm going to go from the Xbox One to the PlayStation 4 and say Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay, and wait, don't.
That
We're gonna,
That's for next week.
That's for next week. We're gonna stop right
That's
here.
for next week.
We're gonna start
I
next
better
week's
be-
show talking
better be
about
invited back.
PS4. Oh, anybody can come on, guys.
I know it's on both
Kingdom Hearts is gonna
consoles,
be for
but
both
Kingdom
consoles.
Hearts was originally on PlayStation, so I'm carrying it over to PlayStation for
There
next
you go.
week.
All right, guys.
That's where it started. That's where I'm going to keep it for the conversation. Plus, that way, because PlayStation 4 has some really good looking, you know.
Look, in channel, you watch
original
the channel,
content.
Everybody's yelling at you. Look.
No, I know it's coming out on both, but you know, just like
All right.
it was
all right.
originally for PlayStation. I'm going to keep it there, and
All right,
PlayStation
guys.
4 has some great original
We will
content.
start next week's
Needs-
show talking about what Kevin is going to let everybody in channel screaming about in all caps. So thank you, Kevin and Billy and Raymond, and and thank you, Bryon from UMG Gaming for joining us, and as well the late comer to the show, Brandon.
Brandon.
Thank you for joining us, and we will be back next week at 10:30 Eastern, and so everybody can yell at Kevin again.
Don't forget to follow the really sexy individual in the bottom left-hand corner on
Don't do
Twitter.
it.
Follow everybody
Because
on
of
Twitter as
us,
well. There you go. So, and thanks all of the VVV people that dropped in.
Hashtag strong, the grind.
And-
Hashtag
yes.
the struggle.
Yeah, Metalfoot.
Hash-
Just for saying that Kingdom Hearts sucks donkey